Okay, I'm gonna do a video on the evidence I have because some people criticize me by saying that I don't have evidence, even though I keep displaying evidence, supplying evidence over and over again. So I'll go through some evidence. Now, I've got a portable hard drive. It's got like over a terabyte or something of evidence on it. So here's just the contents of this portable hard drive, and that's just a portable hard drive. I've got more elsewhere, tons of shit. So I'll just go through some examples, and I'll show you just to show that this stuff that I refer to is real. So let's go through it. I'll go video screen catcher. Now this is a lot of stuff I've recorded on my computer. So I've got about 500 files and 48 gigabytes. That's some of a big chunk of that is evidence that relates to what I refer to. So video edit stock. This is 3,000 files. This is proof of the videos that I've made. This is the stock for the videos and the editable files for a lot of important videos, to show that I did in fact make these videos, like the anonymous symbolism one, for example, which I've done videos on. Pictures. Now there's a variety of stuff in here. So it's 3,500 files. Some of those pictures are evidence in there. So this is stuff I haven't actually sorted. So movies, my own. This is about almost 600 videos, 127 gigabytes. A lot of this is evidence compiled into videos from documents and recordings and all that kind of shit in compilations. So here's the main folder that I've got everything compiled into, unsorted. This is 343 gigabytes, 18,500 files, 2,300 folders. I've actually cut some of them out and made a compilation. I'll get to that in a minute. So as you can see, there's stuff in here. I won't go through these folders because there's a lot of stuff that personal information that could be abused to hurt some people. So DCAM, this is just my camera shit that I haven't sorted through, and a lot of that is actually evidence, recordings from my phone and stuff like that. So there's about almost 2,000 files, 36 gigabytes of unsorted shit there. So here's a compilation of evidence, which I was going to go through. Before I go that, I'll go to Anon Active. There's a lot of evidence in there as well. A lot of it that I haven't even added yet to the compilation yet. So there's 2,000 files, almost 9 gigabytes. So let's go to compilation of evidence. This is just, I started sorting through some of this data, so I've got, just give me a sec. Okay, so compilation that I've started compiling and organizing further than I already have is 224.3 gigabytes and 1,650 files and 146 folders. So this doesn't include the thousands of hours of audio and video recordings that I haven't even processed yet. This is just some of the previously processed stuff I've gone through. So let's go through. So we got witnesses. There's anonymous one. It's an anon witness. Here's a guy's letter regarding to the government stuff. Here's some local character references on video. Whether anomalous, that's a separate topic I'm about. Video log. This is the video log of between February 2013 to January 2014. So it's under a year of the early stuff before it got really bad, when I started getting targeted and I got fucked over and shit like that. This is 67 videos. Most of them are about 15 minutes long. 67 videos covering what happened, all the recordings and shit of what happened when I was first targeted and everything. So that's 1.05 gigabytes and 67 videos containing documents and recordings and shit. Here's it's some of my torture. Here's psychiatry. What psychiatry did to me. Some evidence. Here's a PDF of Woolcock, the guy who worked with Slawinski. There we go. Here's his medical record. Just show that he's corrupt as fuck and involved in these big conspiracies and shit. And this is his court documents. There's tons of shit here. So here's Slawinski, the one responsible for my initial framing, the professional torturer. Another guy who's got a long history of murdering people, being protected by the government and used as a professional torturer. A really sadistic piece of shit. Done a lot of evil shit and is being protected by the government and used as a torturer. But there's tons of shit. A lot of people, everyone who knows him, are warning that this man is in imminent danger to everyone around him. Also, there's a YouTube playlist. What's this? Here's a YouTube playlist of different compilations of different stuff regarding to my story. 21 videos. So how much? That's 421 movies, 480 megabytes, however big that is. Here's some recordings of them visiting my home and doing shit and lying and fucking with me and doing all kinds of shit. They're dated, and so these are in 2014. Psychologist. Here's a hidden camera recording of me speaking to a psychologist and giving the psychologist evidence and them covering it up after I was tortured. It doesn't say the date, does it? Yeah, it does. It says the dates here in 2014. Here's me dealing with a corrupt psychiatrist who admitted that he was going to cover up for these crimes, that he knew the truth, and that he was going to cover it up. And his dates of me speaking to this psychiatrist. He's miscellaneous. Someone called Lindsay is related to it. Here's me speaking to a GP, a general practitioner, a medical doctor, about this corruption and being treated for the injuries they were inflicted on me. And these GPs, all dated here, doing this evil shit to me, and covering up the crimes and shit. Here's some emergency departments. When I was rushed to emergency over and over, here's some examples of this. Dated and everything. Of what went on and things I said in my story, how they threatened me and all this kind of shit. There's a bunch of recordings. See, I haven't even named them properly, but I've started organising them. These are stuff that I haven't properly organised. So let's go politicians. Here's some recordings of politicians. Of me speaking to politicians. Here's a 50-minute one. Went almost for an hour. Here's evidence of my phone being hacked. One of my phone hacks. Here's Peter's stuff. The Australian diplomat. So recordings and all kinds of shit in there. PDFs of the Police Integrity Commission. I won't click on these because they've got emails and shit in them. Ombudsman, James Wilker, Jaswinski. Here's some random stuff with a narrative, miscellaneous stuff I haven't sorted, like here's sample footage and situation. Recordings and shit of police coming to my home, all kinds of shit. Miscellaneous. I haven't. It's just one for interviews. I only got one interview listed up there at the moment. ISP, there's a ton of shit here. I can't go through this because there's a lot of personal information on there, but you can see there's a lot in there, like all the cover up and conspiracy shit that happened, all the documents to prove it, other people confirming it. So there's like 170 files there, 400 megabytes worth. Stuff relating to my decline of my health and stuff like that, and medical records and shit, if you can see this. And here's my hair, when my hair fell out. When it all fell out, you see pictures of me in 2014 before my hair fell out. It fell out because of the the torture and mutilation that was done to me. So when my hair fell out and it never grew back. Harassment, there's a whole bunch of examples here. This guy with Scandar, there's a whole bunch of all kinds of shit. So you got transcripts, recordings, times and dated, videos of different recordings. These are just compilations, and here's the LGBT family shit that happened. There's a whole bunch of folders. So you got 95 files there, 40 files, a gigabyte there because that's all videos. Sequence thug, police and group, a bunch of police recordings and shit like that. Injuries, here's some of the injuries the cops did to me. Still recording. Yeah, I am. So these are the injuries. That's from the handcuffs that they deliberately put on me really tight, and they locked me in a van in the heat, and I got heat exhaustion really bad. I almost died from it. In the middle of summer, they refused to put the air conditioning on. They just left me there for a very long time in a police van, laughing at me while I couldn't breathe because of the heat inside the van. 2016 arrest. Here's a recording, live stream recordings of me being arrested and attacked and stuff like that. See, I got the recordings and shit. Police papers. There are tons of documents and shit. Attempts to frame me. There's recordings and shit. Police siege. Here's my original siege. See, in 4/3/2014 is when after I got out of prison. Police miss. Taser. A bunch of recordings. There we go. Whole bunch of court documents and all witnesses, all kinds of shit regarding the police, transcripts and everything. Others, all the answering machine collection, all kinds of shit. You get the idea. Here's my family, what they did, and screenshots of stuff, SMS logs. Facebook evidence threads. Look, there's a whole bunch of look at all these. These are some Facebook stuff. Second thread. New Anonymous Australia. Emma, I won't go to Emma. That's evidence relating to Emma and the proof that I have told the truth about everything. Tons of documents and video recordings of me sending this shit and them denying that I've sent it. He's caught. There's two court recordings. Yeah, there's a 2.5 hour. I'll just click it. Look.
I mean, these women here are proxy for previous accusers who are acting on proxy of Dr. Donna Pickering, who's acting on proxy of Edison Skander.
And there's another recording, different court recordings. List of legal orders. Evidence supplied to legal aid. Contact attempts. Look, this is just some examples. Look, I've got WikiLeaks, Russia Today, politicians. I got audio recordings in this kind of shit too, and Police Integrity Commission, PDFs they've sent me back, Ombudsman. I got a video there of my ongoings on with the Ombudsman. Media, look at these media. I'll go 2GB. Email. From emails I don't have access to anymore anyway. I never got a response for a current affair. I've got like I think I did a video recently of dates and times and everything. If I haven't, I should actually do it. If I haven't uploaded it, but I show times and dates where I went public all over the media on 11:11 a.m. 11th of the 11th of 2016, and at that date and that time 11:11. And an hour later, they sent thugs in to assassinate me, and I got it all on record. And then the police kidnapped me and tried to frame me and imprison me for a year over all this, me supposedly defending myself against these assassins, where the very victims of my so-called violent crime were not even witnesses to the attack, but the police. There was 4 police witnesses to this attack, and the very victims weren't witnesses to it. It's full of holes you wouldn't fucking believe. It's ridiculous. Here's me contacting the ICAC. Here's a recording of me. No, it's not. Hang on, that's not. It's just a recording of document. Oh, here we go. Here's the audio recording going for 13 minutes of me speaking to the RCAC and covering shit up. Fax and Peter and Jeremy. Dialogue recordings. These are embassies. Here's when I tried to contact Russian embassy and my email got blocked. It got intercepted. Here's legal aid. What happened with legal aid? Media. Ombudsman. Police Integrity Commission. I've already gone through these. I even contacted churches. CCHR. Contacted CCHR. I even went down to CCHR in person. There's an audio recording, a 4-minute audio recording of me speaking to Scientology in Sydney. I had a talk with them, a long talk with them, and I recorded some of it. Here's a bunch of me with anonymous groups. When I reached out to anonymous groups in social political asylum, and I got attacked, and those who attacked me got taken down as a result. But here's evidence of what happened. All kinds of shit. And Australian Human Rights Commission. So that's contact attempts. What else we got? Alien abduction evidence. I've got to add a lot to that actually. Harassment before court. NCAT. NCAT is a court. One of the several courts that they constantly tried to frame me in. Here's all kinds of documents and video recordings along with it and everything. And here's me on the phone at 2 different phone calls. Here's me at the tribunal office, I think, and here's me in a phone call to them. Here's medical struggles of emergency department visits and everything. Not done yet. Here's my health and my hair. I've already done that. So look, it's just some examples of. I've got a ton of evidence, and I've just compiled some of it with all kinds of legal documents and everything, and hidden camera recordings and everything. There's 24.3 gigabytes, 1649 files, 146 folders. This stuff is real. I'm not making any of it up. I just showed you. This is all real. And what I haven't gone through, I have like hundreds, probably thousands of hours of hidden video and audio recordings and phone call recordings and all kinds of shit, really fucked up shit, that I haven't even sorted. Like thousands of hours of this shit that I haven't even sorted. And so I've just sorted some of the stuff that I've previously sorted, and I couldn't sort through everything. I did a lot of recordings, and I never got to process it because of being imprisoned and being on the run, all kinds of stuff. So I've still got, on top of what I've organised, and I've just compiled some of what I've organised from here. I've got a ton of other shit that hasn't even been processed. All these recordings they're all there, in a bunch of different places here in this portal drive. They're elsewhere as well, and I've got even more, a ton of all kinds of documents are scattered all over the internet, hidden all over the internet. So in this evidence folder, there's like thousands of like audio recordings and video recordings and shit in that 343 gigabyte evidence compilation. And all these other folders have different compilations of evidence in there too. Even Anon Active has some as well. So there we go. I have evidence, and I'm not making it up. I have all these documents and recordings and stuff to prove it. And I've systematically been processing and uploading different bits and pieces. I have to be careful what different bits and pieces I upload. For example, if I upload court recordings, they can legally take it down, and they do it all the time. They illegally take it down as well, but it's more difficult for them to do it. But the moment I violate any technicality anywhere, such as uploading courtroom recordings and shit like that, and hidden camera of police, it gets all my accounts get taken down every time I do it. So I have to be careful where I upload stuff to and what I upload. But I've been doing this for several years now. I've got witnesses who've gone through this stuff. I've got an Australian diplomat who's on camera to police confirming that he's gone through and confirmed my evidence. I've got a lot of witnesses to this stuff who've gone through a lot of this stuff as it happened. So if anyone wants to make an argument that I don't have evidence or it's doctored or some shit like that, provide an argument, a premise, and evidence. Don't just make empty claims and talk shit.